You're joining in for the live stream version of this, hello. Today I'm going to be doing MelyyRose's New Year journal tag. I was tagged by Paperworm, which is awesome because I love you, Danny. So anyway, I'm just going to jump right into this because why not? So question number 1 is, what is the journal that welcomed you into the new year? And that would be this one. I am still writing in this one, but I only have about 16 pages left. So I am almost done, and it's only probably going to take me a few more days to actually finish this. But yes, this one welcomed me into the new year, but this journal has some rough stuff in it. So yeah, it's just, this one is a hard one. I know that looking back at it is also going to be very difficult for me, but nevertheless, this is the one that has brought me into the new year. Number 2 is the journals completed in 2021, and I have quite a few. If I can count this really quick here, I think it's around 13 journals that I filled in a 2021. So let's just start with the one that I completed in 2021. So this one, if we're talking about completion, I did start this one in November of 2020, but it did go into 2021 for like 2 days. So anyway, here is the journal. This is a very chunky one. I literally combined 2 composition books to make this. It's so thick. You can see the separation between the 2 books there. This one is scary big. So yes. Let me set that over there. I'm trying to figure out where I can set all of my journals down. Then we have this one. I kept this one from January 2nd to January 28th of 2021, and this is a Baron Fig Confidant journal, and this one was a time of a lot of like finding myself in a way. I didn't find myself correctly, but I certainly was happy, and I was trying to figure myself out. I literally would screenshot every time I would catch some kind of pattern number, which some people call them angel numbers, some people just call them like lucky numbers. So every time I would see one, I would screenshot it or take a picture of it and glue it in the back of this journal, and I think that that's really cool. So yeah, this one, this is where I believed that I wanted to be a teacher, or where I started thinking about it. A year later now, I know that I don't want to be a teacher, but nevertheless, this one has a very special place in my heart, because it was just a very positive time for me, and sometimes I'm just not very positive, unfortunately. This is my next one. This is like completely white themed, but the inside I did all sorts of like lovecore aesthetic stuff, and I love this one. And my anthem at the time was Therefore I Am by Billie Eilish, apparently. I filled this one January 28th, 2021 to February 1st, 2021, so that's about 5 days. This is, how many pages? 160 pages, and I filled it within like 5 days. But yeah, I went all over the internet looking for lovecore, and this one ended up being very cute. And I really enjoyed this one, and I think I decorated it very well. I think it's very pretty. So that's that. I am thinking about doing like selling decorated journals. I'm not quite sure yet. Then I'm missing a journal here. Oh no. What do I do? Did I leave it up there? I don't know. I'm gonna have to, oh, it's right here. Found it. Don't worry. Is this one? Okay, no. Okay, I was right. Anyway. Then we have this one. This is a Spread the Love Panda journal from Michaels. It's a soft cover, but I filled this thing. I filled it. I absolutely stuffed this full. You can kind of see the binding there. It's just, it's a lovely, lovely journal. I really do love this one. And it's packed full. I was getting into Squishmallows at the time, so it was just overall very exciting for me. And there's art from like the kids that I was like working with at the time. I was doing affirmations, like here's an example. Like, I just have all sorts of cute, fun stuff. I thought that this was kind of humorous, that the child wrote that. It's supposed to say bench. I don't know, just so many cute, fun, just positive things. I'd really like to flip through this again. Oh, you know, Hello Panda, of course. This is just such a good one. I was doing so much with my life at the time and very passionate about everything I was doing. It was great. I just love this one. I'm sorry. And I have like letters and drawings from the kids that I was working with in the back. This is just a very, very happy journal. So that's that one. And you can tell, like, I'm smiling talking about it, so I think that says something. Then we have this tiny little baby. It's very, very tiny. Like, this is smaller than pocket-sized, literally. So I kept this one from March 8th, 2021 to March 18th, 2021. So this one I wrote in a little longer than one that was literally bigger. There's still some stuff from the kids that I was working with in here, but I did have my last day working with those kids in here, and it was tough. I took pictures of their home, just so I wouldn't forget it when I look back at this in the future, so I can be like, wow, I was there. And I was very into Squishmallows. I have a playlist in the back of this. It's just a cute little thing, and I really tried to make it as much like a big journal as possible, even though it's tiny. There's pictures, and you can see that it's filled. So that's that one. Very cute. That's the last tiny journal for this year, but I do have more tiny journals that I will be using in the future. Then we have this one. This is a bunny journal. I kept this one from March 18th of 2021 to July 4th of 2021. I had a major journaling slump in this one. And I kind of wanted to do a Menhara aesthetic, kind of like Paperworm does with some of her journals. I was honestly kind of going through a tough time at this point with depression and anxiety and stuff like that, and I had no job. So I was really getting into stuffed animals, and just enjoying my relationship at the time. I kind of cooked a little bit more at this point, which is kind of cool because I don't really cook a whole lot. Oh, I found my birth mother, in this journal. I found her and was contacted by her sister, which, sorry if you can hear my rabbit. I was contacted by her sister, and that's how I really started to get to know some of my family, but, you know, I'm not talking to my birth mother as of yet. She's kind of in denial. I don't want to put all my dirty laundry out there, but she is kind of in denial, so she doesn't acknowledge me. But I have a half sister and an aunt who I have contact with, and that's really, really nice. I got my first COVID vaccine in here, which is awesome, in my opinion. Oh, I also got my first rabbit, who passed away from a stroke in December, but in June I got her, and I had her for over 6 months, and I genuinely believe that I gave her the best last 6 months of her life that I could have. But there's pictures of her in here, and me just getting to know her, and I was looking into getting her another rabbit, which is why I have my other rabbit now, and there's actually like the pictures of him that they had online to try to get people to choose him, like that's in here. Just, I'm so sorry. I, you know, just really finding, not my place, but I was really finding my family, and my parents and I, we did some nice fun stuff, and then, oh my goodness, I started the Christmas in July challenge. I remember that Carrie started, and just a really fun one, but you know, it did take me a while because I had a journaling slump from around March to around like June, so really fun one. Next we have this one, and this is, or was, my oldest blank journal that I owned, so I'm so happy that I finally got around to writing in it. I kept this one from July 4th to July 24th of 2020, so you can see that I was out of my journaling slump at this point, and that's really awesome, and I'm happy about that. Of course, writing more about my rabbit, I really started questioning my sexuality again, actually, so that was strange, but I figured things out. Just more Christmas in July stuff, planning for another rabbit, and then this is when I got my second rabbit. Lovely. That makes me so happy. Christmas in July, more of that. I had some beautiful, beautiful spreads for the Christmas in July challenge. I'm not sure if I have pictures up on my Instagram of them, but if not, maybe I can post them in July of this year. Just let me kind of flip through this a little faster. Oh, marble racing. There were marble racing things going on at this time. I was so into that. Oh, I was watching Married at First Sight, of course. And then, of course, I fell down the rabbit hole of getting into the idea of marriage myself. And if I'm being honest with you, I would not mind having a black wedding dress. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I really want to have a hand fasting portion of my wedding as well. So I was just talking about all of that stuff. So yeah. And yeah, just other stuff. Oh gosh. So I was watching Married at First Sight, and before their wedding, they send each other gifts. Basically, the concept of the show is they meet each other at the altar and they get legally married. It's wild. Anyway, so before they even see each other, they send each other gifts. And he sent her 2 spoons, a big spoon and a little spoon, and he said, "Enjoy the gift of big spoon and little spoon. I can't wait to scoop you up." So that's that. Anyway, just really enjoying life at this point. Even though I didn't have a job, I was very, very happy. Also planning on going to see my boyfriend again was wonderful. So that's all this is, pretty much. Next, we have this one. I got this at Barnes & Noble, I remember that. I kept this one from July 24th to August 8th of 2021, and, there's a lot in here. I celebrated my birthday in here. We went to see a Vincent van Gogh art exhibit, continuing Christmas in July, planning to go see my boyfriend. I was supposed to see him soon when I was writing in here. Continuing to watch that show, absolutely adoring my rabbits. I don't want to give you guys too many details because obviously I still have to do flip-throughs of all of these, but I took part in a Disney-a-thon, and I made this whole spread for that. I think that's really pretty and cute. For some reason, it ended up that, like, all my books had, like, a theme of, like, blue and gold and stuff like that, so I thought that was pretty cool. My parents went out of town for a little while, so, you know, I was alone for some of this, and that was kind of hard. More, marble racing stuff. I did my dark romance readathon, which I read all of those books, and some of them were good, some of them were not. The Olympics were happening at this point, and then I found this account that was called 100 Days of Halloween Happy, and the account is called Halloween Happy, and so I did a few Halloween spreads in the middle of July, because why not? Yeah, just doing lots of spreads. Oh, and... oh, no, sorry. I lied. So now we're into August. And I don't know. I just kind of did my thing. Oh, I played The Walking Dead with my boyfriend. Well, he played it. I watched. But, you know, that was nice. Silly picture of my rabbit. I answered some random questions that I kind of do somewhat regularly. I got tested for COVID because I was about to go to visit my boyfriend, and he lives in another country, so I needed a negative COVID test. So, yeah. Oh, and if you guys are interested, I did this thing called an inner child exercise, and it's, you find 3 to 5 of your core beliefs, what your core beliefs are, and you can start to work on dismantling them, because most of the time they are negative. So I definitely recommend looking that up, because a lot of people have those. I was scared to leave to go see my boyfriend. I was supposed to leave on August 8th, and I ended up not going. So that's how this ended. Which is not great, but that's that. So what happened next, you may ask? What did I do? Well, I started writing in this journal. This is, it says the country set Rosie, so I'm assuming that rabbit's name is supposed to be Rosie. I kept this book from August 8th to August 24th of 2021. And this one I did like a pink and purple kind of theme on the inside. And yeah, I was in a really weird spot at this point, feeling kind of unmotivated and very scared to go see my boyfriend again, which is kind of strange. I took part in something called the IGGPP camp, and I was in Troop Quest, and that was really fun. I didn't participate as much as I really wanted to, though, I have to admit. But not much really happened here, just thinking about going to see my boyfriend and like trying to figure out how I'm feeling about all of that. Yeah, I don't know. And talking a lot to his mother about the whole situation and all of that stuff. So that's that one. This is going to be the longest portion of this video, by the way, not even going to lie to you. So I kept this one from August 24th, 2021 to September 11th, 2021. Okay, so, yeah, So, I was supposed to use this when I went to go visit my boyfriend, but I ended up canceling my flight a second time because, this book is falling apart, because, I can't even speak. Because him and I had a situation, and it just was not good. And in here, actually, Overall Adventures came back around this time, and I did her summer journal prompts, and that was really fun. And then I did my September daily challenge, and of course, I had printed out like everybody's spreads and stuff like that. I really enjoyed seeing everybody's spreads and stuff. It was very cool. I was also getting really into reading at the time, so that was cool. I went to a car show, like just really trying to get in the fall mood. I really wasn't, but I tried. And I was also doing my last, I was doing my last semester in university, which was crazy. And here's where I actually scheduled my flight to go see my boyfriend, and I actually took that flight that time, which is awesome. You know, actually sticking to a plan is wonderful. And doing like a ton of readathons at the time. So this is the next journal that I did. It says Spread Joy. I kept this one from September 11th to September 26th of 2021. And this one, I'm just gonna take a look at this. I understand that this is a lot of the September daily challenge thing that I was doing. Using Halloween stickers. I'm considering doing the September daily again in 2022, by the way, so stay tuned for that later this year if you want to. Oh, I talked to my half-sister for the first time while I was writing in here, so that's very interesting. I was grappling with the fact that I really was about to go and see my boyfriend again, and that was kind of hard because I was leaving my rabbits alone for the first time, basically, which is something that I just had never done. So I was nervous about it, but, you know, it is what it is. There's not much to this one because it's very short. I'm trying to stack these without them falling. Then we have this one. I absolutely think that this journal has... Okay, first of all, this needs to be glued down because this is falling off. So you guys are watching me glue this down live. Congratulations. You're watching me fix my journal live. Anyway, so this cover is very personal. These are the pumpkins that my boyfriend and I made for the Halloween season. Spoiler alert, I did end up going to visit him. I read the book November 9th while I was in this journal. And that was really a beautiful book. So I did take my flight to go see my boyfriend. I did finish September Daily and did the 2021 Halloween challenge. My boyfriend tried Auntie Anne's for the first time. If you've ever had those pretzels, you probably know they're pretty good. They don't have those where he lives, and so I ordered 2 pretzels while I was at my layover in an airport, and he really liked the pretzels. He's not a big pretzel person, but he was like, "Oh my God, these are good." So that's that. Really, him and I had a very up and down trip. So there's a lot of that in here. It truly was a very intense trip, and it said a lot of things about our relationship, and, you know, we really started figuring out what we needed to do for our relationship to thrive. So, yeah, there's a lot of candy and stuff like that because I was there for Halloween, so that was awesome. Okay, and here I went back home and just absolutely, like, feeling like I miss him and kind of struggling with that. But there's tons of pictures in here and yada yada yada. But yeah, there's not a whole lot in here. But, you know, once I get to the flip through, you'll see more of the specifics. And now, here we are, the last one that you haven't seen already. I'm assuming that you guys already understand the gist of this one, but this one is a spiral bound from Redbubble. I kept this from November 24th to December 19th of 2021. Now this one was tough. First of all, Thanksgiving happened, but it was very uneventful, and yeah. So we have the start of the holiday season. Me being like, okay, I need to, like, make friends and actually talk to them Um, la 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 la. Huh. Okay, so there's actually some stuff about zodiac signs and all that stuff in here. I felt very confused about my relationship, and then so many things took place in my relationship that literally just bad. Just really, really bad. But things have been going better. I started looking into, like, Nordic hairstyles and stuff like that, because I am a good chunk Scandinavian, and I kind of was like, I wonder, like, what those hairstyles looked like, you know, before, you know, we were Americanized and all that stuff. So I glued pictures in of, like, different Nordic hairstyles and stuff like that, and it was very interesting to see. I'm actually mostly French and German, and then I'm English and, like, Irish and stuff like that, and then after that I'm Scandinavian. So yeah, I was very curious about that. Preparing for the holiday season in here. Loving my rabbits so much. I got a happy birthday card from the company Chewy for my parents' cat, and then actually that's it. I thought that I would get some for my rabbits, but apparently they didn't ask me for my rabbits' birthdays, which I'm a little upset about because my rabbits are my babies. Anyway, so oh, this right here is I guess I'll show you this. So this is where I figured out what sort of profession would be best for me. So I put what I love doing, what I'm good at, what I can be paid for, and what the world needs. And basically in the middle, I realized everything that overlaps kind of suggests psychology. So that's why I'm now going into my master's program in psychology, and that's really exciting. That's basically where I figured everything out, and I started to consider my options, and now here I am. So I also put, like, all my advent calendar wrappers in here, which is just a cute little thing to look back on and see. So yeah, that's this. And then obviously, if you guys want to see, I'm doing this one now. Started it on December 19th of 2021, and I'm currently writing in it now. Whew, that second question took forever. Oh, okay. Number 3, what worked for you last year in journaling that you want to keep doing this year? I would definitely say that sticking stuff in my journal helped me so much with my journaling, and I'd really like to do that. I really want to stuff my journals full because that's what they're there for. And it's just kind of something that I've sort of fallen off with, and I'd really like to get back into that.